Okay, so this is the fifth and final game. We've got Fortified Clearing, we've got Butcher as Lithuanians, and Synapse as Aztecs.
Oh wow.
Lithuanians, really strong cav civ, Aztecs, a meso civ. I've seen pro players do a lot of shenanigans with Aztecs, especially a monk play.
Uh-huh.
So this is going to be interesting if Synapse is going to pick up on some of that monk play
Got it.
against the cav.
Got it. By the way, Synapse is pinging us over and over. Please use Fog of War. So
Please use Fog of War.
yeah.
I feel like Capture Age, watching so many streams in Capture Age has ruined the game for me. I always seek a full view, and if it's not a full view, I feel like, what is this? I don't enjoy this anymore.
Hey,
Okay.
how is Fortified Clearing have walls in it? Did I give them the wrong map?
It's sort of open. It just has this weird wall and towards the center, but it's
Oh yeah. Oh, now I remember the map. I forgot. Yeah, this is the one in the center with the relics in the center and people can fight. Oh yeah, I remember this map.
I see hardly any relics. Well, no, okay. Yeah, there are like five relics.
Yeah. And then there are some more on the side as well. Actually, it's funny. Both of them are, I guess, closer. No, yeah, I was going to say are they closer to Synapse in the north, but not really. Okay, let's just watch it. These guys are
Perfect. All
confusing
right.
us.
I'll start. Do you want to talk a little bit about the civs and the map?
Yeah, absolutely. So this map is fortified clearing. You can start the game, right, while the guys are doing their thing. And it's a very interesting map that I believe T90 came up with that, is kind of like hideout, but it has, walls only on one side and the center ground is something you can actually fight in. So it creates this really interesting dynamic that you want to wall up the sides and fight in the center, or do you want to go hit the other person from the sides, which is a lot longer, but then you get overall map control, but then the back of your base is vulnerable. So it's a really, really interesting map. And that's why I voted to have the guys play this map because it's just the meta in all the big tournaments. And since it's the bragging rights cup, we should see who gets to win the big map.
Yeah, this looks like a very interesting map because you do have to wall on the sides, otherwise there is no. Otherwise, it's
Way.
just going to be very difficult.
Yeah, and if you notice, right, the way the map is, you shouldn't wall in a square. You should actually wall off the sides, like where the forest line is, and then it's actually really, really easy to map that way. Just a straight line.
Yeah, and I
Like
think.
not there. Like right next to their base, where the small clumps of trees are.
Yeah,
Like
I see what you mean. Like
yeah,
you
like
could.
right next to the deck. Basically, just instead of closer to your map, like for example in Blue's map, where the horizontal line is, just keep walling all the way to the edge of the map. Right,
Yep.
just basically just continue the wall lines as they are. That's the basic thing.
It's interesting that both players have gold, which is slightly exposed
Yeah.
to the point where it can just be considered common gold. Like this gold mine,
Yeah.
technically
Hmm.
closer to Synapse, but
Yeah.
no reason that Butcher can't access this. Same
Yeah.
goes for this gold mine.
Yep. Exactly. Why
And
was Synapse's relic placement was not favorable? Why not? Three are in the center. Just a tad closer to Butcher, but not that much. And the outer relics are all three in the center, so I think that's fine.
I do think from a relics perspective, the three relics in the north feel
Mhm.
closer to Synapse than to Butcher.
Really? Maybe a tad bit, maybe a smidge. But then if you think of the three relics in the center, they feel
Yeah,
a little closer to red. So
yeah. Oh, this is a very
yeah.
interesting map. It definitely is a. I don't think this is a boomy map. This can lead
Oh
itself to
yeah.
a lot of castle aggression. Like a
Oh,
castle
definitely.
here and a
Yeah.
raid from the other side. Synapse is playing this quite smart because he is walling in this gold. So he did scout it.
Yeah. See, I actually don't think that's smart at all. I would not have gone for such a far wall. There's no way he can defend that wall. Right? Unless he keeps his villagers right there next to it, right? Butcher can easily play. He should have walled way further back because most people will not fight here. they will fight in the center. So it's fine. Time will tell if that's a good idea.
And I wonder what
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that Butcher had not.
Yeah, Butcher is doing a slightly longer wall, but I see he wants to just save his gold and give it some space for
How
archers.
do
So,
I
as,
change right click to cycle mode or shift right click? Or there we go. So it's probably because Butcher has not scouted that there was a tree line here that he could have walled, which would explain why he's going for this slightly longer wall.
yeah, I would say let's go full visibility because I'm sure they're all going to do shenanigans in this map. Oh, interesting. Synapse is pointing out that he just hit feudal and Butcher's on his way to castle. So actually, let me give a quick review of the civs then because we didn't do that. So the overachiever Butcher is he started the game with a little more food, 150. Some units move faster. We all know relics give more attack to his cav units, knights and lightest. Monasteries are faster. Lightest ignore armor, and then his unique techs are TCs give more range, and Spearman and Skirms get more PS armor, which is definitely very nice. And Aztecs, villagers carry extra resources, so that's nice, especially when you take deer and stuff. Military units are 11% faster creation. Monks gain a lot of HP with every tech. Start with a little bit more gold, and relics generate more gold. And the unique techs are skirms, more attack and range, and garland walls for more attack on infantry. So yeah, let's see what Synapse does here. I love his second wall. That is perfect. Like that is exactly the way you wall in this. And Butcher did the same thing. Both of them have one wall perfect and one wall wonky. But let's see, is Butcher is in castle. Synapse is also on his way to castle. The will difference. Synapse has a lot more wills. Let's see what they're doing in the center. Red has a unit in the center that looks like a scout.
Red has his monastery ready. He is going for the Lithuanian advantage, trying to get the relics faster.
Faster, which definitely makes sense. The only thing I would have done, I would have made the relic, monastery further back. And I have seen this a lot, even with the pros. Like if you make it in the front, that's the first thing that gets hit. And especially as Lithuanians, you should not do that. The second thing is, along with this, he should make a couple of spears. That's what pros do, so that you can defend the relics. And the last thing, actually, what I wouldn't have done is grab the nearest relic. I would have grabbed the furthest relic first. Oh, there goes the spears. Yeah.
I wonder. It's always a tricky
Oh,
game time
spears don't
decision,
work
right?
against the
It's
domes.
like
Yeah.
two. What is it? A bird in hand is better than two in the bush.
Two in the bush. Yeah, but the thing is, if you have the other person beat, right? I still would have taken the further one because the other one is so close to him, he could have grabbed it.
Could have gone for a second monk as well.
Yeah, he should have three monks.
I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
And I don't even know if he scouted the outside three relics. Actually, there's one in the south too. I missed that earlier. So there's 9 relics on this map.
Butcher has not scouted. Butcher has visibility for the center relics only at the moment.
Now we know why he didn't make 1000 elo.
And Synapse knows exactly what Butcher is up to, so he goes in to get one, and he is doing the thing that you wanted him to do: bring pikes, and Synapse is able to bring in the relic. Did you see that? That one sec. This little dance that. So the monk.
Yeah.
Look at the monk now. He's gonna do a little dance because he so successfully did not die to that pike. He's like
he's just screwing for the viewers.
exactly. Like the monk is flexing. Synapse coming in with the second TC while Butcher is on 3 TCs already. A sizable will difference as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what is
Again,
the
heavy
idea?
on stone. So this is the second game where I've seen Synapse drop a TC on the stone mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
You mean Butcher?
I'm guessing this is a rally point for all the wills on this TC. Synapse going for a stone wall on this side, which means that he wants to. He's either just trying to make sure that Synapse is not able to get in through here.
You keep saying Synapse, that's Butcher.
Sorry, yeah, Butcher doesn't get come in through
Mm-hmm.
here. Butcher is
Yeah, yeah.
building this so Synapse doesn't come in through here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna guess that this is where Butcher wants to force the game, either here or in the center.
No, I would definitely force in the center. Doesn't make sense to go to the sides. The sides are you don't want to wall it up, get an early warning system there. Oh wow, is that an outpost in the center? I love outposts. I think outposts are super underrated. Yeah, see, this is not going easy for Synapse. I think the main difference is he's on 2 TCs now, and Butcher's already on 3, which is, I think, the big difference, right? Like, Butcher just gets to 3 TCs ASAP, and Synapse has the stone, so I don't know why maybe he is building a third one somewhere, who knows. But Butcher is like a precise surgeon. He's like, I'm doing it. Oh, why would you build that defensive?
For the long game.
But that's the thing. Not every game is the long game. This is actually
The way you
like
should
this is
think about these games, or at least the way I've been thinking about these games, is you always have to prepare for the long game. If you look at this, Butcher is
Mhm.
already to imp. Making a
Yeah,
forward castle is not going to help
yeah,
Synapse in anything. But if
that's
he is
yeah.
defensive, he has a chance.
Yeah, that's fair, but I think it's because both of them are playing this long game, right? If Synapse had played the short game here, I feel it could have worked.
What would
But let's
have
see.
been your unit comp in Castle? Like at this point of time, what would like how
This
many
is
military units would you have had?
I don't know, 20
Okay,
maybe, right? Like with him, he's Aztecs, so I would have just got like knights or something. Not knights.
Eagle
What is
Warriors.
it called? No, not Eagle Warrior. Eagle Warriors suck in like this early. I would have done, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know tons about Eagle. I would have gone the militia line. Right? I would have made MAA and then click up and then go for two-handeds or whatever is in castle,
Got it.
and then just attack, right? Because you have to get through one gate. That's it. So if it's first castle, which was I think before Butcher's, would have been on Butcher's face, right? Then it could have been interesting.
That makes sense. I think yeah, if you play the
Yeah.
aggro game,
Uh-huh.
that would make sense. I think
Yeah. Yeah, I talked a little bit about Aztec Eco. Like, just they get 3 extra resources. I mean, that's nice for sure, but it's not world changing in terms of having 30 less wills, right? And yeah, I mean, again, 5 relics is nice, but that's the thing, right? Like, I feel, and maybe this is just bias of the caster. As somebody who doesn't play AoE anymore for a long time, that yeah, like one of you should fight and not wait up till the late game. But let's see. Who knows what will happen?
this is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that this is again a little bit of lack of scouting. Which is
Relic
why
gold. Oh,
this
so Synapse
wall.
is saying he has 5 relics, so he gets more relic gold. I mean, sure, that's great. What would you do in imp? Right? That's what I want to see. Uh, like what can Synapse make? I mean, the Aztecs. So you assume Lithuanians will come with either paladins or lighters, right? And lighters ignore armor, so you should go heavy on pikes. And what would kill these first? Jaguar warriors aren't that great against Cav. So pikes and archers maybe? Do Aztecs? Yeah, Aztecs hit archers, right?
No
Uh,
university, which I'm
yeah. So he's
guessing
got pikes. What's
means.
his gold unit? What does he have? What is that unit? Fatal on the top left of Synapse next to the villagers. Are those monks? 11
Yep,
monks.
yep. Aztec monks.
Okay, let's see. I mean, if he thinks he can do 11 monk play, I mean, then he definitely deserves to be winner.
It's a pro move. Synapse
No, no,
is
no,
good.
it's definitely pro. There's no way I know I could control. I can't even hotkey 5 units, forget 11.
Should have done
But
the
I am good.
fortified wall upgrade.
Yep.
2 trebs and enough cav with. Okay, elite skirms and tower shields. What is tower shields?
Uh, Tower shields is probably one of their. I actually don't. Tower shields? Where are you reading that?
It's one of the researchers that,
Oh, for Butcher?
yeah,
Yeah, a spearman and skirms get +2 pierce armor. But there are no
this was
archers, so.
amazing. He's converted
Ye-
almost 40% of
Yeah,
Butcher's army.
exactly. Yeah. But see, I said exactly that's the issue. You can't micro 11 monks. Uh, yeah, so he got 5, which is amazing, but then the other all his monks will die.
Nope,
Oh, how many got saved?
nope. 50% of the
So
monks saved,
5. So he lost 6 monks, which is 600 gold, and
and Butcher lost like
he got
15
5. Yeah,
cav.
I think it's a pretty fair trade. And Butcher lost 5, 6 cav, and he gained 5 cav, is 75. Oh, pop, that's 150, 300, 375. Yeah,
Again,
it kind of netted out actually. Yeah,
I
worked
think
out.
this was again Synapse playing to the Civ's strength
Yeah.
and waiting for the right moment, like picking the right fight. Um, Butcher should have masked a little bit more
Yeah.
or anticipated the Monk play, but
Yeah.
this was Synapse playing to the strength of the Civ and being ready for
Yeah.
a slightly late game. The
Yeah.
castle's probably going to go down, 2 trebs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
this is
like for
advantage
this time,
Synapse at the moment.
Butcher was asking, what do I play now? What do I make now? I would have said either make archers, because archers will kill pikes very easily, or archers will kill monks very easily, and archers will kill the 5 converted cav very easily. Alternatively, you could make skirm hussar, skirms to kill all the pikes, and then hussar to kill the smattering of cav yaps and all the monks. So either would work, uh, depending on what he wants to do.
Butcher is really low on gold though at the moment. Butcher is super low on gold and low on military. 68 military count for Synapse and just 20 with not a lot of gold.
He like super trap sitting on the border and dying there.
And looks like Synapse is preparing his Eagle switch for some raids. I guess
Yeah.
this is enough number of pikes, so he's probably planning to do some Eagles.
Yeah.
All these military buildings are going to go down. 3 trebs again. I think
This
Synapse's magic
this is
number is
insane. Synapse is winning it with 84 will, and Butcher has 134 wills. But he has no gold. He has 44 on wood. What is his production queue like? There is nothing. If I'm reading how the production queues work, he has nothing in queue.
not.
He
I
has
think
18
only
archer.
monks are in queue.
I'm sorry?
Monks are in queue.
For Butcher?
Sorry, for Synapse.
No, for Butcher.
For Butcher, nothing's in queue at the moment. I think he's
Yeah.
got winged hussars winged hussars in the queue. Crop rotation.
Oh, yeah. Another thing, I think Scorpions would have worked really, really well here. There's only 5 cap, right? Just make Hussar Scorpion. That would work really, really well.
What? Yeah, he already has the siege workshops.
Yeah.
So
I mean, just 10, 15 Scorpions, and a couple of Hussar. Hey, I actually, can you go to Butcher's base? Oh, he's making his light calf. So I see the light calf. I see the winged Hussars, which are pretty darn amazing. But the thing is, he's making cab. Like he needs something to kill the bike. So what's?
they
Oh,
look
and he has
really
archer.
cool.
Yeah. So that's perfect. I had said skirm Hussar, but yeah, archer Hussar is amazing. Actually, it's even better. Oh, no, not against that. Get your archers there. Don't run. Come back.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
Why is he going there? What is he trying to do? See, he exposed himself. I would have actually, if he wants to do that, I would have kept the archers at home and just to fire on the pikes, and I would have taken. Yeah, let's do this. Go kill the monks. Don't fight in front of. Yes,
Look,
do
look,
it.
look at the
Kill
monks.
them.
Like the monks
Kill
just
them.
converted half of Butcher's
Kill
army.
them. Yep. I get it. He's having fun.
This is amazing.
See, he split out. Oh man. Oh my God, why? That was so tough. Oh, I'm so sad. But he actually, you know what? He did a great job. He killed more. No, actually, I see. Oh, they're mixed up. Whoops. I thought they all died. Now we see the monk survive. And obviously, he has more monks. But I can't believe Harish had the balls to go for a monk play. And we didn't say no pros allowed. So the advice from the pros definitely helped. Pays to have friend in high places.
another. I want. I'm curious to get Manisha Butcher's thoughts at some point on why
So I
was
just
he. What did he feel resulted in him being so behind in military? Because I think that was.
I think nothing resulted in him being behind per se. That one, he took the fight before, like, and Synapse just had a lot more units. Secondly, I think it's a lack of siege, right? If you see what he has. You see Synapse tends to clump units, right? So he's asking, what do I make? Number one, make a couple of onagers. You will destroy him, right? Number two, make scorpions. As I said, that would work very very well in this situation because he has nothing to counter scorpions here, right? Number three, your I think your hussar play was perfect. You just needed double the hussars and like you did, right? You take a few to guide the pikes away, but he doesn't have eagles yet. That is the thing, right? You say eagles destroy sea, he doesn't have them yet. So you like, or same thing with archers, right? You get shitty archers, but that's later. You just need to kill like 20 pikes. Oh, you didn't know that he doesn't have pikes? Doesn't have um, eagles? Oh, Synapse, no chemistry.
Lost one bombard cannon, going to lose the other bombard cannon as well. I guess forward siege isn't really working out at the moment. Even this, with so much wood, could have just made siege workshops in the back. Synapse, like, really not wanting to be over aggressive, but also being like, yep, I've got this with the second castle, taking out all of the military production buildings that that Butcher had. I'm going to pause the game to see if Butcher has anything in the back of his base from a military production perspective. He has two siege
Oh,
workshops, a bunch
oh,
of
he's
archery
saying
ranges.
Synapse said I put the. Oh, sorry, you're talking about Butcher. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
Oh, Synapse is saying he doesn't have chemistry because he put down his university with the will went to do something else.
Yeah, this is another game where I think, and there come the Eagles. I think it was an a walled map where Butcher wanted to play the late game, but didn't have enough army at the right time.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's saying, "Oh my God, I was so afraid of eagles. I didn't make siege. That was the." But I'm like, that's 20 minutes into the fight, right? It's obviously much easier. Uh, yeah, it's much easier sitting on the couch. But yeah, I feel Butcher had this.
The Monk play, top notch. Like,
Oh,
just
definitely. Big props
absolutely,
to him.
absolutely pro move. Having the right number of monks and having the right number of pikes along with it. Really smart play by Synapse. And there come the two bombard cannons. I think this will be something that Butcher should be able to push back. I wonder if Synapse ends up getting Sanctity. Is that the research that converts siege units?
I don't remember that one. I just know I think he got a lot of them because every research adds 5 HP. So why not get all of them?
The Eagles
Redemption. Sanam Select as
Redemption.
redemption.
Got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think Sanctity and Fervor are the text for that other civ that gives something to villagers. I remember. Oh,
Both
nice shot on the monks with the
did
BBC.
Synapse
Yeah.
taking down the walls so that he can get his
Okay.
Eagles
So
in.
so right now, like he's gone pure into eagles. Finally, Butcher, thanks to his amazing archer army, killed every single uh what do you call it, pike and archer, pike and skirm. Like this is perfect. Now he can go into either winged hussars or cavaliers or best thing, go into knights. No, it's not knights. Go into champions. So and for some reason he never sells his wood, which I'm very surprised. I thought Butcher like always sells his stuff in the market. Like in the last game he had tons of wood. This game he had tons of wood. So
Synapse is playing this very smartly. He
Yeah.
sent all his eagles, saw there's a castle, pulled most of them back, just left 3 or 4 of them to take down a bombard cannon,
Yeah.
and is now going in again, waiting for Butcher to come outside of this castle range, and then
Yep.
take some of these units down.
Yeah.
Cav not able to do much against. I guess that's
Yeah.
the one thing that I haven't played a lot with or against Mesosieves.
Uh-huh.
So I've always found it interesting that up until Imp or late Imp or
Yeah.
maybe mid Imp,
Yeah.
these eagles aren't really that great, but then suddenly they become
Yeah.
so
Yep.
annoying and so
Yeah.
powerful that it's just
Yeah.
like Hussars are dying, Cav is dying,
Yeah.
DBCs are dying.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm responding to something in chat. But they're like, oh, I have Eagle Warriors with Garden Wars, but champions get +8 against Eagle Warriors. So this was definitely a champions play. So I'm just really surprised that like I think Butcher, like he said, he just got a little lost on like what to make. Right, he
Was
was
this, wait one
so
sec, was
far. He
this,
had 50 or 60 will lead. Like there was no way he should have lost this one.
I think I think Butcher lost one bombard cannon to a conversion from Synapse.
Uh-huh.
This is very cool. The monks have continued to pay a lot of dividends for Synapse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really smart play. I think this is. I guess it's also the right time to make the switch into Eagles. Like you don't need as many skirms anymore. You don't need anything else. Just keep trickling in these Eagles, and you have siege behind.
Yeah, I'm just arguing with Butcher back and forth. He's like, see, I knew Eagle Warriors would come, but Champion Switch takes aces. And I'm like, if you knew Eagle Warriors could come, then why would you not prepare for Champion? I just said it out verbally so that I don't have to type it out again.
This monk continues to do his duty, but
So
gave his
yeah,
life,
I,
and this
I
is.
will hold. And when that monk dies, the game will be over. Ta-da!
I think this is the bombard cannon
Yeah,
that Synapse converts, and then the
yeah,
bombard cannon just stays under castle fire,
yeah. Nice.
keeps annoying Butcher.
Mm-hmm.
I find the monk play to be very difficult. There we go,
Mm-hmm.
but also so effective when executed correctly. And I think Aztecs are the only civ that I've seen a lot of monk play with.
Yeah, yeah, because Aztecs is so many bonuses, right? In fact, I wonder if Doubt told him to pick Aztecs on there because it's kind of the perfect map for monks because you get 33% extra relic gold and you have 9 relics on this map, so that's amazing, right? And then he also gets what do you call it? He also gets all the other gold bonuses for Aztecs, and then he can just go into monk. It's just that I've never seen any of us try monks because it's so difficult. And big kudos to him to making it happen. I mean, just the 2-3 fights, the big one being the first one where he converted the cap. So, yeah. Butcher, did you get my point about champions and stuff?
This is just for you, Synapse. Again, 2 villagers. There's something about Synapse starting castles with 2 villagers. And then he brings in everybody else. I think we know this is over. Really smartly played. I think the monks is what I do think it's a smart. I think it's not just about the map itself. I think
Mm-hmm.
the fact that Synapse picked a monk civ against a cav civ, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's another really intelligent play because monks are the perfect counter to a heavy cav civ. if you have the right upgrades, if they have some advantage, if they heal faster, convert faster, all that stuff, I think just having those monks resulted in results in a lot of demoralizing damage to the opponent when you just lose half your army to monks. So really smart, safe choice against the Lithuanians. I think
Yeah.
this was another really fun game to watch. And for Butcher's part, I think he was playing to the Civ's strength. It was just that, that one fight where he lost half his army, and then Butcher was not able to come up with enough army to counter Synapse's
Mhm.
forward push.
Yeah. The one other difference is, I think Butcher always fights on till the end. Or he already went away, made a second base. He
Still a
still
really
has
late villager, so there's no reason for him
yeah. Yeah.
to be like he can't swing it. He's floating
Yeah.
1300 gold, 4000 wood. I do think that not having enough production buildings or losing so many of the production buildings and not having this wall is going to cause.
Yeah. I mean, I still would have made champion. Like, you had so much time to make champs.
So is that
Like,
what you would have just done from the beginning of the
yeah.
game? Like, do you
No,
think it
no,
was
no,
a
no.
wrong strategy?
No, no. So I would have done exactly what Butcher did, right? He did the right thing. You're Lithuanians, you go into Cav, you go into Cav, you're hella surprised by monks. Right? What kills monks? Light Cav is definitely the best thing, right? Which he tried to do, but like he said, he was just trying to think through the main thing. And while that happened, like Synapse got a bunch of pikes and then I think skirms as well, right? So initially, he got pikes and monks, and that would have been the perfect time to go into skirms or hussar or do like scorpion or anything, right? Basically, Synapse got enough time to like go through all his counters, so that was a little tough for Butcher. I think that's it. And then eventually, when I see eagles come into the base, there's only one thing that really counters eagles, especially super strong ones. That is champions. So
Got it.
like
So
yeah, so
let me go
3-2
back. I'm curious to
okay.
get your thoughts on at what point should have that switch happened.
For champions.
Yeah,
When I saw eagles come in, as soon as I saw the first eagle, I
the
would have
first
switched to
eagle. Let's
champions. So
see.
that's about. So this is 27:57. It's okay, yeah. So go ahead. No, no, much later, much later. Another 10 minutes, 15 minutes later. He's saying, can you remove the meme, please? He wants to see his pretty base. Yeah. So this is when I would have been prepping either skirms or hussar or especially scorpions.
So scorpions here.
Okay. And he's saying, can you switch on fog of war, please, for butcher?
So we want to see butcher's view.
Yeah, butcher view. They're really interesting, right? To see when he saw it finally.
So he has no visibility into.
Anything beyond that, which is obvious, right? Because Synapse is pushing hard. So keep hitting. And this is much later, like at least another 5 minutes later, right? Because this was time for skirms, scorpions, etc. And then Butcher was massing. So he got his archers. He got hit once. It went back. His castle got destroyed. Like a lot later, because there's no eagles right now. Eagles come in at around maybe 50 minutes, I think. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so that's okay. So this is right now. Synapse has an army. Butcher has an army. Synapse actually, sorry, Butcher actually kills all that army if you give it a second.
Okay.
Right. So you see the enemies making skirm. So he's like, okay, hussar, this and that. Keep going ahead. No, you can keep it playing. You don't have to pause. Oh. Yeah, I would just double fast forward it. Yeah. One more, please. Yeah. See, so even though Butcher, you get trash archers, you pretty much I think
Okay. I
killed
think this
everything
is
here.
this is the first eagle.
Where do you see it? So you can pause now. Yeah, so like this is, I mean, I wouldn't notice that. So you can slow it down now, but I would not have seen that yet. right? But I mean, Butcher's light cap winged hussars and his
So
bombard
here's
cannons
where
and archers did real work. Yeah, so as soon as I saw this, I would have been dropping like 4 barracks and going into champions. And if you see the difference between now, 15 minutes and that, you have 10 minutes, right? He does not have, he has some techs already, right? So you just like, this is where I would have, and you have 5,000 wood, right? Drop 6 or 7 barracks, start pumping out the man at arms and start clicking the researches. Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying it would have won him the game at all, right? But I'm just saying like that is the, if you were making a last ditch army, right? Because he did an amazing job killing all of this, right? He killed all the pikes and all the skirm with his play of hussars and archers as well as bombard cannons. I think the bombard cannons really did work there. Yeah. Getting a phone call. Yeah. Yep. No, I meant
Got
like
it.
right now, whatever he's trying to do. I mean, you have 5,000 word.
I think
Yeah.
the moment, the previous moment, sure, because I think, but now he's at like 100 wood, 100 food, so he wouldn't have been able to make much anyways. So I think,
Exactly, exactly. He had stuff. I mean, that's the thing, right? I'm like, like for example, earlier he mentioned, oh, my archers suck, but the archers and the amazing bombard cannon play like really, really helped him, right? And now these guys ran back, and he's waiting for the siege. Like the point is, if you had to go in, so even if you had, oh, for archers he stopped adding farms. I see. Yeah, but you still have 6,000 word. Like I feel, again, I'm not arguing that this is pretty much done. But yeah, like if you had two, even long had two-handed swordsmen right now, they would still like probably be even with these eagles, and then champions would have like driven him back. But yeah, I mean, in the end, it's always easy to do analysis. It is really, really hard to play, and with that amazing monk play on one side and amazing bombard cannon play on the other side, yeah, this is a really fun game to watch.
the champions of the game.
Uh,
Look at all these monks.
Monks,
Not
yeah, they're
even
still
caring about the
converting.
relics.
Yeah,
No, this was a fun game. Really, really well played. Synapse, Butcher, fantastic defense. The castle helped. You were able to stay in the game. I think it was a timing thing. You lost the first fight, and
uh,
then you just didn't have enough to push back against units that would convert from a range and units that would just attack you up close. So I think that would have been a combination between archers and maybe man at arms, um, to help with sniping out these monks and then holding against these eagles.
exactly.
Right.
No, no, very, very well played.
This
Yeah.
was this was a solid game.
Mhm.
Cool. So with this was the Bragging Rights Cup, the first one. I hope we have many more. This was super cool to watch and cast. And Logic, Vic,
Yeah, Psycho, I don't know. I'm still confused about my identity.
let's just stick to Vic for now.
No, let's do Psycho at least. At least it's
Psycho,
not my real
okay.
name. Yeah.
Uh, Psycho, it was really fun casting. I know we had some scheduling challenges, but really enjoyed the fact that we were able to make time, and I learned a lot about how to patch AOE to a previous patch. I made some friends in the developer community while doing this, so
Mhm.
super cool experience. And I'm glad that the whole casting setup worked, OBS
Yeah.
worked out, and this will be up by, I'm hoping, the weekend or early next week. I will try to get the remaining videos up.
Oh, sounds like a plan. Thank you for doing all the hard work. It's easy to sit and talk, but doing the setup is the hard part. And
It
then,
was, yeah, it
yeah.
was a learning experience.
Yeah, and for the gladiators not to take all the commentary personally, definitely appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you guys around.
Oh, this was super fun. Appreciate everybody joining, and I will see if I can rate somebody